Hi guys, we're back. Once again, my name is Obi,
And I am Kate.
and we are
Yung
your Millennial
millennial.
Managers
Uy,
TH.
sabay.
Nagsabay din after 11th episode. Wow! Okay, welcome back. It's been a while. Ang sasaya. It's been a lot of while. We've been busy because it's Libra season, guys. And now
Yes.
Libra has come to its end. And so
Bumalik,
are
bumalik na kami ulit.
we're back, we're back, we're back. Catch up, quick catch up. What happened on the past 3 weeks, ganyan,
Ikaw
in
muna.
life. Sige, ako na muna. Ako, ano lang, simple lang. Wow!
Parang hindi.
Nag-birthday ako, ganyan. Tapos, syempre, tumulong tayo sa mga, Wait! Hindi, wala tayong tinulong. Tulungan ako sa sarili ko.
Hmm.
Hindi, nag-celebrate ako ng birthday no October 20. 19 ako nag-celebrate. Tapos, nag-watch tayo ng Othello together.
Nice.
Yay, Othello. Tapos, nag-watch ako ng Six. Nag-watch ako ng Bar Voice. So, it's like gastos for me. And then, I just had my first, my dream bookshelves. No?
Yes.
If you want to see my dream bookshelves, you can follow me on my Bookstagram account or BookTok account. It's ob.reads in Instagram or ob_reads in BookTok. So, yeah, because I'm so happy and grabe, it's like a dream come true. Uy, ang arte!
Nakita
So,
ko ang dami. Sabi ko lang, dami na niya talagang libro.
girl, I'm so happy. Like, ayoko na lumabas dito sa kwarto ko. Like, dito na lang ako. Pag hindi niya na ako nararamdaman, ibig sabihin, nasa kwarto ko na ako nagstay, nagbabasa.
Ilan na
So, yeah,
sila?
that's it.
Count ka? Actual count?
Yeah, may actual count ako. I just updated it last
Hmm?
night. 848.
Lahat nang nandyan?
Yes. So we're still not on a 1,000, guys. I'm still accepting book gifts. You may send your book gifts direct to me para ma-reach natin ang ating 1,000 book goal.
Yes. 800 po. Lapit na yun. Unti na lang yun.
Ayun, siguro mga this year, reach na yun.
Before mag-end yung year, ang saya.
Oo, feeling ko. Kasi ang dami ko pang incoming books eh. Lasig baklang gastos. But yeah,
Meron
that's
yung
that.
mga parating, as in may mga binili ka pa na paparating.
Oo, kasi may mga in-order ako na nasa ibang bansa eh. Na
Ah,
mga special editions, ganyan. Grabe, ang gastos natin for this year, but I'm so happy. It has been a very, very good birth month. So, so happy. How about you?
you do. Ako, masaya naman yung October, as in, parang although may mga challenges,
Bakit hindi ka sigurado, B?
part, I think. Pero yung parang overall, hindi ko alam, siguro mabilis lang yung October kasi kahit pa paano masaya nga din talaga siya. Or in a sense, hindi siya ganong kagaya ng mga nakaraan na parang sobrang dreading, na parang sobrang bigat and the like. So, may parang, oh my God, oo nga, ngayon ko lang na-realize na October had been very good. And since it is parang October 31st, di ba, end of the month, ayun, parang ang gandang i-end on a happy note. Kahit pa paano, oh my God, after all, parang all throughout the year, ngayon naman magkaka-happy note na rin yung aking end of month. Tapos last week, parang yung key activity ko lang is that meron kasi akong sinasalihan na parang volunteering activity connected din sa office, sa work, which is yung parang Make Sense. Make Sense
Bo?
is a non-profit organization that helps yung mga social entrepreneurs that focuses on social and environmental issues. Tapos mga bagets sila doon, yung mga founders, o kaya either mga studying pa sila in college o kaya naman parang starting up sila ng mga sarili nilang businesses after graduation. Kasi yun parang, wala. Lagi ko siyang ina-attendan kasi other than pleasant talaga yung mga volunteering activities nila. Madami rin ako natututunan, particularly sa social issues. Tapos, libre din siya. Like, they always send out yung mga invites sa Facebook page nila, Make Sense Asia. And then, ayun, makikita nyo na parang if interested kayo, you could join their online o kaya yung mga on-site nila na activities.
Nakita ko din, meron ka ding bagong role na, like special role. Like,
Kaya
ano nga yun? Make the workplace a better place to work. Ay, kabog-kabog.
actually, hindi na siya new. Ano yan eh, parang we have yung wellness buddies sa work that was actually also initiated by us din sa department namin. Kasi as an auditor, the common challenge is yung work-life balance and then yung workload. And to address that, parang we have that initiative to create yung wellness bodies. Although parang personally kami yung hindi nagiging well kasi ang dami naming ginagawa. Kasi nga andun pero alam ko overall purpose or parang yung fulfillment naman through the impact nung nangyayari or parang ng activities namin. Particularly last year, nagkaroon kami ng mga Zumba, dance class, weight loss challenge sa office. Tapos yun, masaya naman siya overall. Tapos ngayon, ay may budget na kami this year. So parang mas marami kaming exciting activities na paparating. Wow! Talaga.
Wow, congratulations naman.
Yeah.
Sana all binabudgetan ng wellness.
Oo, yun nga. Natuwa nga rin ako parang, wow, may budget. Kasi parang, di ba, usually wellness is something that is not prioritized or parang highlighted. Pero syempre, I think given yung parang nature of work namin na parang very heavy on workload, parang sobrang appreciated ko na nagkaroon nga ng parang initiatives and at the same time focus doon sa wellness amongst the assurance department namin. Ayun.
Congratulations.
Thanks.
Grabe
So,
naman tayo namang energy. May sinalihan ka pang, well, kala mo naman ako, no? I've been active in the book community lately, and I'm also trying to get the hang of writing again. So I'm
yeah.
trying to write again. Hopefully, something came out na maganda. But yeah, it's feeding my soul. Wow! Diba, I've been telling before na I love journaling, I love recording what's happening in my life, I love writing my thoughts. And now parang inofficialize ko lang siya na sige na nga magsusulat na nga ulit ako. Baka nga may mapala naman ako sa pagsusulat. So it's me in my another hobby. Come on.
Another era on the list.
Another era unlock. So parang tulad naman kaming mga Libra, iba't ibang na-unlock lang na hobbies yan.
Pero in fairness naman, continuing naman, nasusustain naman karamihan. In most cases, yun, at least
Oo, tsaka minsan kasi may naalala kong quotes. I think it's from Tick Tick Book. Na you just have to throw something and then wait for something to stick.
Ah,
No?
yeah.
Diba? It's sobrang ganda. You just have to throw everything you've got and then wait that something sticks. And then if something sticks,
Masaya.
do it. Hit it.
Yeah.
So I think that's what I'm doing right now. But yeah,
Mm.
speaking of doing a lot of things,
Yes!
segue ko na sa topic natin. Wow!
For the
With
group.
all the things that are happening, personal man yan, work man yan, or sa kung ano mang ginagawa natin, it's very hard to keep people engaged, no? Sa social media content, sa office, sa kung saan man. Siguro for now, sa office context. Ang question natin, the question for the day is, how do you make the people that you work with engage, how you keep them engaged sa mga ginagawa or sa mga topics that you are discussing. So that's our magic question for the day. So, sige. Ako may tanong ako, actually, when we were discussing the topic, ito agad yung naisip kong, tanong. Bago mo tayo pumunta dun sa paano, gusto i-define natin, ano bang ibig sabihin sa'yo na engaged sila sa trabaho? So, how do we define like work engagement? Paano mo na engaged sila? Hindi sila engaged. Siguro doon yung gusto kong malaman. Sa'yo muna.
Siguro ako wala akong definite definition of it. It's just that there are indicators kung engaged sila or hindi. But then particularly yung disengagement, ang pinakang, for me lang yung pinakang indicator nun is that hindi sila nakakapag-produce on what is expected of them, and at the same time, they're not being responsive. Kumbaga parang they're not acting within their role. Yun yung definition ko ng not engaged So, everything else na within the expectation of being engaged, ayun, yun naman yung parang, okay, sige, align tayo sa mga objectives natin in life or parang gets natin kung ano yung kailangan natin from one another. Yun yung sa akin. Pero how about you? Ano ba yung view mo doon?
Paano ko ba dinidefine engage? Feeling ko kasi pag dati may ganitong misconception. Pag madaldal ka sa meeting, engage ka sa discussion. Pero na-realize ko din as I grow as a manager, na-realize ko din na iba-iba talaga ng skills when it comes to communication with discussion,
Mm.
And na-realize ko may mga tao talaga na magaling sa written discussion, may mga tao na magaling sa salita, like
Mm.
sa face-to-face or sa online discussion. So ngayon, iniisip ko talaga ngayon, paano ko ba masabing engage? Pero tama ka, babalik at babalik tayo. Ano bang goal,
Mm.
no? Kasi if you don't have any goal, sabi nga nila, if it cannot be measured, it
Mm.
cannot be improved.
Yeah.
So, siguro same with engagement. If you cannot measure engagement, medyo mahirap siyang
Mm.
i-balance, no? So
Okay.
siguro sa akin, depende babalik at babalik sa goal. What's the goal for this week? What's the goal for this month? And
Mm.
na-achieve natin yun or hindi.
Agree.
So, yun siguro yung pwedeng magandang measure. Pero inisip ko din, pag hindi naman na-achieve yung targets, kasi ang dami din namang factors affecting targets, makikita mo kung sino talaga yung nag-effort to at least push
Yes. Mm.
towards the target. Kasi may makita na agad-agad na, ay, binitawan agad. So,
Ayun.
pag ganun, ay, bakit binitawan agad? So, feeling ko pag ganun, disengaged yung mga ganung klase
Actually,
ng situation.
true.
So, that's how I define engaged sa work in terms of work setting. So, sige. Ito naman tayo sa ano,
How?
how to keep people engaged. Alam mo, dahil dyan, merong ilalabas na ano.
Props
Ito,
up.
hindi ako makatayo eh. Sandali. Anyway, ako kasi, nawawalan na ako ng ano, na uubusan ako ng idea kung paano ba may engage yung mga tao. I started kasi with like asking them questions, ganyan. Like, magbibigay ka ng tanong, tapos hayaan mo silang sumagot. Yun yung isang way ko to engage people. Parang, ayoko na ako yung nagsasalita. Pero most of the time, ako pa din talaga yung nagsasalita.
True.
Well, naman kasi ang daldal ko. Pag may naisip ko, gusto ko, sabihin ko agad. So, as a manager, siguro, ang pinaka physical manifestation ng efforts ko to keep people engaged is ask question, kamustahin yung targets nila.
Yeah.
Yan. Tapos, talagang pag may tanong sila, I try my best to teach them how to solve or to answer yung mga tanong nila. So that's how I do my part as their manager to keep them engaged. So yun muna kasi yung tumayo ako mamaya ako papakita.
Sige. Pero actually yun eh, parang siguro for a new manager, there could be challenges. One, how do you make them engage? And then another is, how do you keep them engaged? Kasi syempre magkaiba na-engage mo sila, na parang okay, fun, and align kayo sa mga objectives tas na-achieve nyo. Pero later on, it could happen na parang hindi ma-sustain, tas hindi na sila magiging engaged. Kumbaga parang, hindi naman sa hindi naging consistent, pero siguro mas tingin natin is hindi naging sustainable in a sense yung approach. Kumbaga kung bakit nagkaroon ng iba, nagbago, bakit may nagbago and the like. So yun, parang ako yung challenge ko naman, kasi nga syempre very bright yung personality natin, di ba? Parang, for to go as a manager. Di ba parang, dito tayo guys. Parang sa akin, hindi ganong kahirap to make people engage in a sense. Kasi nga, nandun yung driving force. Pero ang personal challenge for me is to keep them engaged. Kasi kung make them engaged, syempre kaya naman natin mag-initiate ng discussions, kaya nating mag-advise kung ano yung objectives. And siguro nandun din kasi yung sinasabi natin na parang in terms of skills sa communication, di ba may art of communication skills? So parang yung ikaw as a person, yung parang power mo or in a sense yung parang skill mo to make people parang go with your objectives, okay yun. Pero yung parang i-sustain siya na, hanggang tuloy-tuloy tayo kailangan natin gawin 'to. Kasi di ba at some point parang yung mga tao parang, "Ay hindi pa rin tapos, tama na." Parang
Oo, parang ang dami namang energy ng manager ko. Bakit ba ganyan siya?
yun, totoo, gano'n.
Very relevant because may nakita ako sa TikTok na
Hmm.
it's a post eh, like not a sad post, but like a reality check post na sinabi niya, you know what, I don't have any dream to succeed in
Hmm.
this corporate life. I'm just gonna work here and earn as much as I can.
Yeah.
You will not expect me like engaging, like
Hmm.
making it something worthwhile for me.
Mm,
Kasi nandito ako para magtrabaho para kumita ng pera. That's it.
correct.
You don't not expect me to give more than that. So
Mm.
nakita ko yun, medyo unang reaction ko was like,
Yeah.
taas kilay talaga, to be
Parang
honest.
kasi parang
No. Pero may reality check na, oo
Hmm,
nga naman. Kasi may mga tao talaga na kaya nasa trabaho, nasa office, ay para kumita ng pera.
oo.
So, baka nga, may mga tao na yun lang ang measure nila ng engagement. Hanggang
Mm,
kumikita ako, kaya kong i-deliver yung
mm,
minimum requirement ng trabaho ko. Okay na ako. You don't have to promote me. You don't have to
mm.
may growth. Okay na ako. So may mga ganun kasi talaga. Which
Yeah.
is not bad. Kasi baka sa ibang bagay sila nagpo-focus, no? Naglalaan ng oras. Pero on the other hand,
Hmm,
we're spending more than 1/4 of our day in work,
mm,
right? So
true.
it it's just kind of sad that
Mm,
1/4 of our day we're just standing there and not trying to make
ah,
things worthwhile for us.
mm,
Kasi naniniwala ako, whatever you're doing, you can always make it worthwhile for you.
yourself.
Oo, for yourself. Hindi para sa kumpanya, hindi para, for
Mm.
example, lagi ko 'to sinasabi sa mga nakakatrabaho ko, "Guys, mag-resign kayo, wala ako, okay lang sa akin, susuportahan ko pa kayo. Ang mahalaga hangga't nandito kayo, naggo-grow kayo as an individual.
Yeah.
Ayoko nang nandito kayo para nagtatrabaho ta's after niyong umalis dito wala kayong natutunan, walang value adding sa personality niyo, sa pagkatao niyo. Kasi
True.
sayang oras na ini-spend mo with the work kung
Mm,
wala kang natutunan. So ako lang naman 'to, yun yung mindset ko. It's a reality, but at the same time, you have to you have to know as a manager, you have to know bakit sila nandoon sa company mo,
mm,
sa company niyo. And at
true.
the same time, yung personal goals nila. Kasi
Mm,
for me, that's the best way to engage people. Like, try
yeah.
to make them see that these things are connected to your life goals. Like,
True.
ito, pag ginawa ko to, ito, matututunan mo,
Mm,
magagawa mo yung major life goal mo. Kung ano man yung life goal na yun. So, yun yung isa na reality check sa akin. Parang, know why they're there. Ano daw? know the
why they're
people
there?
are working there and try to make it worthwhile for them. It's
Mm,
hard kasi may mga tao talaga na nagpo-push back if you try to make it worthwhile for them. But that's your responsibility as their manager. Like, you have to know kung ano ba yung magpapa-energize sa kanila.
makes sense.
So
Yeah.
you have to really connect with your people. So manager role is a people role.
Mm,
Talagang you have to know your people and try to make ways na may bigay yung gusto, yung kailangan nila.
mm.
No? So yun yung isa kong thinking to keep them engaged.
Yeah.
Babalik sa core nung
Meron akong copy nung sabi mo na yung quote, parang ito siya, "Unpopular opinion, but I don't have any ambitions related to my 9 to 6 office job. I don't care about KPIs, yearly goals, or climbing the corporate ladder. My personal goal is to work as little as possible while earning as much as possible so I can actually enjoy life." 'Di ba?
di ba? Yung una ko talaga, di ba sinave mo din?
Siguro entirely, hindi naman mali yung sinabi niya. Kasi siyempre babalik at babalik tayo dun sa previous discussion natin na why are people working in the company and parang working for money is a very valid reason parang to choose to go to work. But at the same time, siguro yung in terms of teaming, dun yun papasok na parang if you're not really engaged into parang putting that effort to help the team to meet the KPI or the targets and the like and the overall goals, siguro dun lang magkakaroon ng certain implications. Kasi if halimbawa ang lahat ng team mo is engaging and pushing forward the goal, and then ikaw is parang, okay, chill lang ako. You're somehow like a freeloader. 'Di ba, na parang, "Sige push kayo diyan basta ako pahinga ako dito," and the like. No, hindi naman yun yung sinasabi niya, pero kumbaga nandun yung parang sense of it na gagawin ko as much as I can, bahala kayo diyan. Pero kung ano yung goals niyo, sige go kayo, basta ako, work lang ako dito. Okey lang yun, as long for me, okey lang yun, as long as you still, parang you are still able to deliver what is expected from you. Yun nga lang, if naapektuhan na yung teammates mo, na parang kung sila ginagawa yung efforts nila ta's ikaw hindi, dun siguro magkakaroon ng indicator na
Exactly.
kailangan.
Kasi kung
na sense,
Kung
yeah.
wala kang paki sa KPI ng buong team, dapat may
Mm.
paki ka sa KPI mo as an
Oo,
individual.
oo.
Siguro pag ganun, okay lang ako. Basta may paki ka sa sarili mong KPI, KPI mo yun eh. So,
Oo.
it's part of the job description eh. So, pumirma ka sa job
Yeah.
description, diba? So, in-explain sa'yo yung objectives,
Mm.
gawin mo yun. For
Mm.
me, parang hindi ka freeloader.
Mm.
Pero, iniisip ko din eh, kikita ka ba talaga ng malaki if hindi ka
Later on, no?
Or?
Parang naman. Agree.
parang ang hirap din naman kung ayaw mo tumaas ng corporate ladder. That's the for me that's the reality of corporate work. You
Mm-mm.
can earn as much as this based on the
Oo,
position. Because
correct.
if you hit the ceiling of that job grade, you have to be promoted. Hindi ka
True.
pwedeng nandyan ka lang forever kung gusto mong kumita ng mas malaki. Pero pwede din naman siya kasi maglipat-lipat ka ng trabaho, lalaki din naman yung. So, depende talaga sa strategy mo as an individual. Kanya-kanyang strategy. Kung mag-stay ka sa isang company na ganun yung mindset, okay lang yon. Pero may maximum yung job grade mo. So, dadating ka talaga sa point na kailangan mong pa-promote. Pag hindi naman, mag-resign ka, maghanap ka ng ibang trabaho sa labas. Tataas din yung sahod mo in that way kung magaling ka mag-negotiate. So, kanya-kanyang diskarte sa pagpapataas ng sahod at wala namang tama't mali na way ng pagpapataas ng sahod kasi ikaw yan eh. As long as
diskarte mo yan eh.
legal na paraan.
Legal. As long as legal.
Word. Basta legal at wala ka namang inaagrabyado, go ka lang. So I think yes. Balik tayo dun sa engagement. Kaya ko to nilabas kanina. Actually, kung iisipin mo, meron talagang mga research at theoretical ways to engage people. I remember this tool from Habi, yung inattend kong leadership training before. I bought this tool. Binibenta nila to during. So ito ay tinatawag na mga Habi cards.
Okay.
So it's a tool for design thinking. So actually, madami ditong iba't ibang ways kung paano mo may engage ang team mo sa iba't ibang klase ng paraan. So pwedeng suotin
sagot sa how.
Ha?
Sagot sa how. I mean, how.
Oo, ito talaga yung how. As in, basahin mo to isa-isa, may how ka talaga. So, pwedeng use field observation, ganyan. Pwedeng, meron silang tinatawag dito na crazy eights. So, iba-ibang technique. So, may mga theoretical ways to engage your team. Hindi naman tayo ang unang mga manager na lumapag dito sa lupa. So, lagi ko ding nire-remind yun na, shucks, may mga tool. Aside dito, may binili na ako isa. Tool naman siya na paano maging valuable yung one-on-ones with your team. So, ako as a manager, I really try my best to look for tools that can help me somehow, be the manager I wanted to have. Parang gano'n. So, talagang gusto ko lang i-remind sa mga listeners natin, wow! Kung nahihirapan kayo, kasi may mga nakausap ako na nakikinig sa atin, ang main reason kung bakit sila nakikinig is to really sometimes unlock kung ano yung mga blockers nila sa work. So, kung nahihirapan kayo sa mga work, gusto nyong may i-unlock, you try to look out there because there are sources that you can use. Ito nga, kung mayroon kayong budget, you can look Habi. You can check their mga Habi cards. I think it's 1,000 something. I forgot the cost. Then, lahat dito, yung tool nandito, tapos sa likod nandito explanation on step by step on how to do or use this tool.
Nagamit mo na siya sa team mo?
Oo naman.
Bilang actual review, based on your use of it, anong naging impact?
Sobrang madaling intindihin. Hindi mo siya kailangang i-explain mo na bago gamitin ng bongga. Minsan, hindi mo siya kailangan sabihin yung title nung ginagawa nila. At, guys, let's try this. So, ang una kong ginamit dito, people, product, process. So, this is a way to come up with the solutions. Use the following categories. So, people, solutions that are related to human. Then, those that refer to creation is about product. So, this is like a way to organize your thoughts. Ano ba tong solution na ginagawa natin? For warehouse workers ba to? Or for related ba to? Sinong magbabago dito? Si warehouse, si process, o yung product mismo natin yung babaguhin natin? So, like it's a very defined tool on how to use this. Very, very visual. And it's ano lang, like exercise,
Oo.
ganyan. So, madami pa to, hindi ko pa nakikita nagagamit lahat. Imagine mo, isang set lang to, pero mga 20 plus yan ang tools.
I think
So,
worth the investment. As for those very, very intentional na mga managers and talagang gustong parang may mga
oo, correct. So, Javi, baka naman sponsoran mo kami. Charot. Pero
hobby.
yeah, very, very useful nitong tools na to. Basahin nyo lang siya. Minsan nga kahit nakalimutan nyo yung pangalan ng tool, pero basta maalala nyo, shucks, may pwedeng gamiting tool for this.
Ah,
So,
so parang for example, that card would help you, for example, may certain situation, tapos kailangan nyo ng thinking tool or parang solution tool. Pwede kang magtingin dyan kung ano yung tingin mong,
kung anong pwedeng tool, yung pwede mong gamitin to maximize
oh,
yung discussion.
galing!
Diba? Ang
Talino.
galing talaga. Yung nabasa ko ng buo, ito kasi hindi ko pa masyado ito nababasa. Yung isang book, hindi ko makita kung nasa ko nilagay. Basta nabasa ko na yon. Yung check-in naman, ano ba yung power ng intentional check-ins? Kasi
Wow.
may nagiging routine na lang yung pag-check-in natin sa mga tao. Kasi hindi na siya nagiging human. Para nagiging robot na siya. So it's humanizing interactions. So
Sige,
it's so
check natin yan ay, check natin yan sa susunod. Parang
ganda. Anyway, yun lang, add ko lang yun. Kaya ako kinuha to kanina. Kasi how this is the how. You
galing.
have a lot of theories out there that you can use and apply, no? Practicein niyo muna kunwari dito, practicein niyo sa amin, set kayo ng meeting with us.
Gawin natin.
Practicein natin yung tool na nakita niyo kung paano siya gagamitin sa team niyo. And I think that's really really helpful pag na-practice mo muna bago mo iharap sa team mo, no? So yeah, that's my how. Ang haba, sorry.
Okay lang. At least yan parang may scientific or parang ano ba, theoretical na basis.
Oo, may research based parang
Yan
ganun.
yun, research based. Kesa naman yung parang, halimbawa sa atin, personal kasi yan, yung mga sinasabi natin. Pero at least yan, parang based on research, meron talagang pwedeng gamitin. So maganda yan ha. Parang
Sobra.
let's
This
explore.
is the whole package. May maganda pa siyang pouch para hindi siya magkahiwa-hiwalay.
Yes.
Mga hobby cards. Ang ganda pa kasi nito, Tagalog yung mga title. Sobrang amazed talaga ako.
Oh, ayan, guys. For those who need parang some tools in terms of engaging your people or your team, meron po ang mga hobby cards.
Yes,
Nag-promote.
from Hobby to Hobby. Hobby is a design team of like people na nagagawa talaga sila ng mga solution-oriented na tools and templates. Ang dami nilang templates na pwede niyong gamitin.
Okay. Galing.
Ako yan. Yan yung how ko. Ikaw naman. What are your hows?
Oo, parang theoretical. Yung sa akin kasi more on feeling eh. Feeling.
Which is valid, ah.
Yeah, pero kumbaga, yung how, yun nga, parang ako, initially, parang I think I have that ability to engage people sa una. Pero the challenge is sustaining. So baka yun yung something that I really need to look into further. Kasi siguro, parang syempre, although we would want to always sustain naman yung engagement, may mga instances talaga na magpa-falter yun. Kasi nga syempre, mapapagod yung mga tao, may mga instances na parang dissatisfied din sila sa mga nangyayari kasi hindi naman lagi paboros naman sa atin yung mga resulta ng mga bagay-bagay, di ba? And then at
Oo.
the same time, syempre meron ding instances na ikaw sa sarili mo, parang nagkakaroon ka rin ng personal challenges kaya hindi mo rin talaga magawa ng paraan kung paano ba maayos na ma-manage yung team. Siguro ayun yung mga yun naman yung personal sa'kin. Pero yung how, siguro coming from the problem statements that I've shared, just being aligned with your team, kung ano ba talaga yung gusto nila at siyempre parang ikaw, ano ba yung plano mo para ma-sustain din or parang matulungan sila ma-achieve yun. Doon naman tayo babalikin na parang if you are really intentional in parang helping them with their goals and at the same time, yung genuine ka na nandun yung care mo as a manager na, "O sige, tulungan kita, tuloy-tuloy nating gawin 'yan." Mas ma-motivate sila in a sense or parang mas nandoon yung energy level na parang, "Okay, since ito may parang meron akong goal na pinagtatrabahuhan." So, parang dun mo maki-keep yung mga parang engagements niyo in the like.
Agree. Actually, kahit minsan ako pagod din naman ako eh. So gets yun,
Ah,
kung nandito na sa posisyon na to, nakakapagod din minsan mag-engage. So siguro, importante din siguro sa atin as a manager, know then when to disengage your team.
disengage. Anong disengage?
I mean, bigyan mo sila minsan ng break. Like,
Mm.
okay, this week, chill-chill lang tayo. Walang engage-engage. Bahala lang kayo sa buhay nyo. Next week, mag-usap-usap ulit tayo. Hayaan ko muna kayong gawin yung mga trip ninyo sa buhay. Tapos
Okay.
next week, balik tayo sa trabaho. So may mga ganun akong moments. May mga meetings na pag pumasok ako sa team ko, wala talagang direksyon. Like, ano, rumble-rumble tayo dito. Bahala kayo dyan. Ganon. So, ano lang, like moment for them to breathe.
Mm,
Siguro
okay.
kailangan din ibigay na
Mm-mm.
naisip din. And yung sinasabi mo kanina, lahat naman to ginagawa natin. Alam mo, feeling ko mas makikip yung engagement ng tao if may follow through at totoo ka dun sa mga sinasabi.
True.
Hindi mo sila binobola. Like for example, pag-usapang salary increase, pag binola naman ng binola yung tao para lang makip yung engagement niya, tapos hindi naman tumataas yung sahod niya.
Oo.
Wala, you can only go so far kung
Mm.
hindi mo na ibibigay yung pinangako mo
Oo,
dun sa tao.
yun, exactly. I think yung
So,
parang being true or parang fulfilling also those promises in a sense. Halimbawa, sabihin kita, o sige, mapopromote ka or parang potentially pwede ka ma-promote and at the same time, magkakaroon ka rin ng higher salary or mas mataas yung increase mo. Delikado yung mga ganong statement eh. Kasi
oo.
panghahawakan ng mga teammates natin tapos pag halimbawa hindi natin na-fulfill, yun yung usual na naging reason ng disengagement eh. At the same
Oo, like,
ano
talkies ka naman, ganun.
yun, exactly, yun nga eh. Actually, totoo.
So, mahirap siya. Kaya ako din, minsan, madaldal ako, maano ko, overpromising ako tao eh. Kahit saan naman, kahit sa interview, overpromising ako. Pero ngayon, as a manager, isa yun sa mga kinokontrol ko. I just try to be transparent na, sorry, person A, this is
Mm,
this is like how I can help you right now.
mm,
Other than this, I cannot help you further.
mm, mm.
Kasi na-realize ko din, pag kahit naman ako pag pinakakuan ako ng promotion, lalayo pa ba ako? Kung
Oo.
nag-resign ako sa previous company ko kasi may mga promotion na pinangako na napako naman. So,
Mm,
is yun talaga. Pag nangako kayo sa team nyo, you
oo.
have to keep them engaged. Huwag kayong mag-overpromise.
Oo.
Kasi aasahan nila yung mga salita niyo. So,
Yeah.
as a manager, be careful. And
Mm.
also try to confirm with your team, may nasabi ba akong pangako na hindi ko nagagawa?
Nga eh.
Mag-check din kayo sa team nyo na, may sinabi ba ako sa'yo na sabi ko babawasan kita ng trabaho this month eh. Nabawasan ko ba talaga? Kasi
Yeah.
baka hindi ko na nagawa. So,
Mm.
bawi ako. So,
Yeah.
ganun.
I
Ganun siguro.
think yung engagement and trust, yun yung parang highly correlated, no? Kasi parang if trusted ka ng team mo na, okay, gagawin ko to kasi ito yung usapan namin or ito yung naging discussion namin. Tapos alam niya na mafulfill niya yun parehas. Ayun, doon naman siya.
Oo, lalo na may inutos ka, sabi mo may gagawin. Tapos di mo ginawa. Ay, talaga naman. Wala, ako nagawa ko. Ikaw hindi mo nagawa. Ayan.
Ayun.
Nakakalo lang kayo. So,
Ayan.
yeah, yun yung ano ko, talaga, don't overpromise. This is a message for myself.
Any key takeaways na parang specific to wrap up perhaps?
Yeah, to wrap up siguro, yon. Again, if you want to engage your team, try to know bakit sila nandyan sa trabaho na
Mm.
meron ka. And use tools that are available out there. Speak with people that you trust that can help you improve. And then finally, yun nga, just don't overpromise. Please, please, please. Tigil na natin tong generation ng mga overpromiser.
Mm.
So, don't overpromise. And finally, siguro look into psychological safety. So,
True.
malaking factor na engage ang mga tao kung feeling nila psychologically safe sila sa isang environment.
Mm.
So, siguro it's for another episode, but napag-aralan din namin sa team namin. Yung manager namin, sobrang galing din talaga.
Mm.
Nag-share sa amin about psychological safety. I was like, oops! So, yung manager ko, ganyan. Galing niya talaga. So, look into psychological safety. It will really help you engage your team and create an environment that welcomes engagement and our discussions. So, yeah.
Da. Ako siguro, for me, the key to engagement really is also parang to humanize it in a sense. tignan mo kung ano yung workload ng mga tao mo. Kasi baka naman sobrang dami na nilang trabaho kaya hindi na sila ma-engage. 'Di ba pagod na sila, 'di ba gusto mo silang ma-engage pero baka tignan mo if yung capacity nila is kaya pa, para naman magtuloy-tuloy yung mga kung ano yung pang gustong gawin in life. And kagaya nga ng sinabi mo, proper follow through on everything that you say. Kasi engagement is also highly correlated with trust. If halimbawa may pinangako ka sa team mo tapos halimbawa hindi mo natupad yun, likely unti-unti magfa-falter yan lalo kung paulit-ulit. Siyempre 'di ba tayo nga nasasaktan personally 'pag halimbawang napangakuan ta's biglang lumalayo, eh. So paano pa kaya yung parang, yun sa work similar lang din siya na approach na generally if halimbawang may pangako ka, find ways to fulfill them or really give that effort or try to act out to ensure na ma-fulfill yun. Otherwise, magkakaroon ng fallout yan later on, particularly within the team. Ayun.
Babalik at babalik lahat ng itinanim. Uy! Pero yun. Tama, tama. I love this episode for today.
Natawid.
Nag-enjoy ako na na-hype ako. Record na natin yung next episode. Uy! But yeah, thank you so much again. Once again, my name is Obi.
And I am Kate.
And we are
Your
your Millennial Managers PH. Woo!